Hello everybody. It's been a while since I I did post a video today, but it's been a while since I've done a sort of update video on my health and stuff like that. And that's because I did have a flare up over the weekend, quite a nasty one. I actually thought I had an actual bug on top of things, but it was so up and down inconsistent for it to be really what I thought. I thought it was flu on top of my symptoms, but because Friday I got terrible. Saturday I couldn't go out at all. I think I got out in the morning, and then I couldn't do anything really all of Saturday, and I had plans to socialise for the first time in a long time, going around some friends. But you know, true friends will understand when you've got this condition. It's not easy to plan things, and you know, true friends understand when you can't make it, and obviously they did, because they are. You'll interrupt. Sorry, where was I? Yeah, true friends will understand when you can't make it, and you know, it wasn't a hassle. It was disappointing really, because both wanted to see each other, because it had been a while since catching up. Yeah, I'm staying very focused, very positive. I do have a lot of well, like all of us, these things pop up in life that sort of just keep kicking you, but it seems to be sort of a bit a never-ending loop at the moment. With I'm trying to, you know, my main focus is what it should be, is on my health, but all these other elements keep coming into play and sort of jolting me along my line of success, a line of trying to recover really. But hey ho, I've just got to do what I'm doing, keep fighting, staying warm by the fire, which is why you're getting an on-off orange glow to my face. Yeah, the weather's been shit the last few days. That really wouldn't have helped this sort of situation with symptoms. I know when the weather is worse, or particularly damp, it makes people with fibromyalgia suffer worse, and arthritis as well. It's a neighbouring cousin of a condition in some ways, in quite a lot of ways really. But yeah, it's I think that was the point to this post. Yeah, it was really, people will understand. There are going to be times your true friends will understand when you've got to say sorry, I can't make it, and you know, you can always rearrange. There's always next weekend, and so on, and that's how it should be. And then the people that don't understand, Sodom, really. You know, it's a difficult time. This is going off track. Yeah, I'm just, I'm not even fed up at the moment. I'm just tired. I'm tired of being tired, and on the positive spin, I've got out twice today. I've done my 2 walks with Toby, so that's good. I'm not doing the third one at the moment, which I was doing consistently for a while, because I sort of went guns blazing with that, and I was told that I need to back off with it and do it and start with 10 minutes as an extra third walk, bringing that into the mix for my daily activities, and then consistently do that for 2 weeks solid, not go 10 minutes and 15 minutes the next day and then 20 like I did, because I was trying to do my old sort of, not gym routine, but you know, it's hard to break away even with a condition like this, and to break away from that sort of wanting to push to make yourself better quicker. But unfortunately, it's a condition which it keeps reminding you that that isn't feasible. So yeah, it's but yeah, I think it's important to post this. I know it's a very moody, miserable reflection of the weather video, but as I've said, and I'll say it again, it is a condition where it really does get you down. The haze and laws of fibromyalgia. I'm not sure I did the accent for that. If you know me well, I do like to do accents at random times. Yeah, it's it's a fucking ridiculous condition. It makes no sense. There's no rhyme or reason to it. You can be doing all the right things and you'll still get kickbacks. And but the important thing is we just need to keep fighting, and keep battling on, and know when enough is enough, and getting that in your mind. That mindset is paramount, really, moving forward. That's got to be your first thing, is realising that, you know, you are going to have up and down days regardless of what you do, but the important thing is you've got to keep trying, keep fighting, trying to get better. Because as I said, and I will say this again, I say a lot of things are on repeat in these videos. I do believe in recovery, and this came out of nowhere. And it can piss off out of nowhere as well. Just get rid of it, please. And also on a note, so that just reminded me, somebody posted something the other day. Don't get me wrong, there is no clear indication of what really starts fibromyalgia. And in the medical world there seems to be a lot of confusion regarding it still now, even though there's so many hundreds of thousands of people with this condition. The medical world is still very clueless about it. But what I do see consistently, and it was, the post wasn't being negative, they were trying to be supportive. Somebody had commented on one of my older posts, and they were sort of going about their positive thinking and stuff, which definitely is important. There's no point just sitting and dwelling on it. You're going to have days like that regardless, but you know, you won't get anywhere with that way of thinking. But the thing that wound me up, and it's because other people, it's not just because it's what I saw initially, it's when I told people my condition. A few people were instantly messaging me going, oh yeah, I hear that can be from stress, and that's my bugbear with the thing, because I can't, as a logical person, I don't work that. I can't believe, because so many people get stressed with work and what have you, have bad days. I can't believe I had potentially a day at work, I go, oh, this is stressful for me, I'm going to make my legs stop working, and then continue with that whole mentality, that brain idea for, now for me, over a year, and some people 10 years plus. I really don't buy the whole thing. It can be started by stress. Stress is a fundamental part of it, because we're stressed about the situation we are in, i.e. financial, and mentally, because we can't do what we were doing before, and we can try, and we will try to get back to where we were. But the idea that I was just like, oh, I had a bad day today, oh, my legs, I'm just going to stop them working, I'm going to start shaking, I'm going to be weak as shit, and then I'm going to sit here and post videos about the fact that I had a bad day at work over a year ago. It's real difficult for me. And yeah, I am laughing about it, but it's fucking nuts, and I'm sorry to the people that do believe that. But the posts, I think the problem is that apart from people that read that, and also had other people going, oh, it's a condition ladies have. Yeah, when I googled it first, it did just come up with nothing but female photos of the body, no mention of men in the slightest, and quite a large amount of these things were big medical people information, and it was just like, fucking hell, the information's shite. So there's no wonder there's not a quick solution cure for it. But regardless of that, regardless of the information where it just says it's just female, and a key indicator could be stress, yeah, my gripe with that is then I think you see these videos that are posted on YouTube going, oh, I found the cure, I thought positively, and I think that's where a lot of these people are saying I got cured by thinking positively. Again, positivity is important, but also fitness is key to this, and obviously it's a difficult element for us because we are struggling physically, but it is a key. You can't get better with a chronic condition with pain and sort of muscles and stuff if you just sit and do nothing about it. That's the reality, but it will take time to get stronger, and that's my goal, like anyone else with this condition, no doubt. But yeah, I think there's people that are like, oh, I thought positive and sniffed some flowers and then I was able to walk again. I don't think you had fibromyalgia. or maybe you do and I've got something different. But yeah, it keeps coming back to that. Oh, stress isn't a fucking, it can't be one of the reasons. Most of the people I've spoken to, and I've spoken to quite a fair amount at this point, whether it be male or female, it all really seemed to start for them the same way it did for me, which was some sort of bug. I was on and off ill, and I've posted the original videos about how it all started for me in the summer of 2018, or a bit earlier, but it was 2018 regardless. I was in and out of weird sort of flu-like symptoms, and then it hit me very strong for sort of over 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and that was where I started off, obviously being off work for the first time before I had to give up the job. But it was clearly some sort of bug was, I know I was battling with something, because my readings that I was having from the blood test, though everything essentially came back clear, there was indications that my body was probably trying to defend itself, but things were back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And that's why originally it was something, there was loads of suggestions at the beginning, but the early ones were glandular fever, and somebody at work that I worked with at the time had that in quite a recent amount of time. So not that I was aware of it, but then when the symptoms, they all came out at the time. But yeah, this video is going all over the place, but my point being, it seems pretty consistent. I can definitely believe it's something in the genes, and maybe it's just a time factor, and it's got worse over time. I'm 33 now, but I've always had tremor in my hands. There was never a reason for that. Like everything medically with me, it seems there wasn't anything, and that was looked into in my teenage days. I was like, oh, my hands have got a tremor. I think that's possibly it's nervous system related, isn't it? Shaky hands. Maybe it was something that was fundamentally there, and it just progressively got worse, and it's picked its time, and that's now it. But no, I don't buy the whole the stress thing, because there would be so many more people with it. Yeah, this video is going nowhere, but I just wanted to sort of talk about this, because it is one of the first things you see when you look up fibromyalgia, is that it can be due to trauma or stress. Trauma, possibly in a severe case, but I really don't buy the stress thing, the stress angle. But anyway, I've been waffling on for what seems like a year, but at some point this video may have been helpful. I don't know, but yeah, fellow sufferers will understand where I'm coming from with this statement. But anyway, I hope you're having a good day, and if you're not, I hope tomorrow is a better day for you. I will speak to you all again soon. As always, thank you for your support. I've never said that actually in this video. Thank you for the people that have been here supporting me. You're amazing, and seeing some of the stuff you do gives me hope on my worst days, realising that there is a light at the end of this very long, broken tunnel. Speak to you soon.